Good evening, folks. It is Monday night, and this is the last regularly scheduled broadcast of Behind the Code for a while. Going to be taking a little bit of a break. As I explained, I think it was last week, just not really enough to fill up an hour's worth of time anymore. I've also got other stuff that I'd like to be doing on Monday nights, some meetings I'd like to attend. But if there is something major, we can always schedule a show. But also construction season is starting to ramp up again. So with the issues that this Monday has been as far as work goes, this season's going to be fun. Yes, fun is the F word we're going to use for what this construction season is going to be, folks. Tonight, I was hoping to set up a couple of new profiles, but they have not yet got. Well, hold on. I guess let me open my email real quick and make sure I didn't get the information. No, that's more junk from work. Let's see. Nothing important there. There. All right. So, did not get the info that I was hoping for. But we have some time. So what I'm going to do instead is I will be working on. I did get a new mini PC today, and we are going to, while I'm thinking of it, switch to this, bring up Dawn. Oh, hi there.
Hi.
I got rid of my banner, so there we go. So I did get a new mini PC that I'm going to use for streaming the 3D prints. That way I can stream the 3D prints and still try and code. So, yeah. I'm going to finish, kind of setting that up. I was very quickly before the show started trying to get Google Chrome remote desktop to play nice on the new machine. So that I can remote into it, because it is currently hooked up. You guys can't see it because of my green screen background, but there is a big screen TV down here in the basement, and that is what it's hooked up to back there. I do need to get another couple links of USB extension cables so that I can hopefully run it up through the ceiling and not have the cats pull the cord.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. But as always, we do have the music of Dan Hollifield, and there is no Grant Dross tonight.
He was busy getting the drunk people home safely.
Yep.
So
bless
his heart for doing that.
Yep. Well, he lives out in a major city, so I imagine he, on a normal day, he would get more ride requests than I ever did out here.
Mm-hmm.
Even on a Saturday night. I mean, there are some Saturday nights, like, if I had 3 calls the whole night, it was a good night. But
well, St. Patty's here is a pretty big thing. So I mean, I'm sure if somebody does Uber or Lyft, those things here,
yeah.
Ride share. Yeah.
So my best day doing Uber and Lyft was Black Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, Blackout Wednesday.
Blackout Wednesday. Black Wednesday for the bars, because that was basically their Black Friday. But
why do you think they call blackout?
Yeah. But no, I would make more money on that night than I would New Year's Eve, even if New Year's Eve fell on a weekend. Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah, I generally make about $400 to $500 just on that night. New Year's Eve, I'd be lucky to crack 200.
Damn.
Yeah. So hopefully he's having a good night. Hopefully he doesn't get have to put in too many requests for cleaning services.
Yeah, he kind of commented on a few things of yeah.
Yeah. I had to do that once, but so the whole time I did it, I had 4. Yeah, I had 4 puke in my vehicle. Now, one got all the way out, like didn't get any on the vehicle at all. He managed to get out. The second one got just like a little bit on the door frame.
Okay.
Just stop at a gas station, wipe it off. Third one got it all into the bag. And luckily I had a spare shirt. Well, he got most of it into a bag. Luckily I had a spare shirt with me. Happy 21st birthday to him several years ago. And the fourth one that I ended up, the only one I ever filed against, they tried to hide it. And I had a feeling after I dropped them off. So I pulled down the block, stopped under a street light, got out and looked, and oh yeah, it was a mess.
People are.
But I think it was $150, and for the cleaning fee, and I only spent I think about 15 in supplies at Walmart.
But you also have to look at the fact that you had to use your manpower to do that too, and well, you get paid good for that kind of.
It was a Friday night, and Fridays were generally less busy than Saturdays, so it was actually a blessing. As bad as that sounds. But as always, we do have the music of Dan Hollifield. We are going to play from his Displaced Detective Suite album. The Displaced Detective Suite album is based on the stories written by Stephanie Osborne called The Displaced Detective. So we are going to kick it off with track number 5, Highly Energetic Particles Boogie.
That is definitely not me tonight.
If I got 3 hours of total sleep last night,
you what? You like went nowhere.
If I got actually 3 hours of sleep last night, I'd be shocked.
Okay. Well, Gemmer, I was out of town. I literally just I was gonna look here. I literally text messaged Ted at 6:27 and said, dropping Emmy off now. So that meant I dropped her off, went in, said hi to her cats, and got home, unloaded my stuff, and I'm here. I'm tired. We had a girls' night. We had a girls' weekend. It was fun.
Nice.
Yes. We ate at a place called QC Coffee and Pancake House. They have cinnamon roll pancakes.
I
didn't have the pancakes. One of the other people that we were with did, and I got to taste them, and they were freaking delicious.
Nice.
So, And since we were that close to Iowa and Quick Star, I went and got myself a Karuba coffee. So I just got done drinking that at 7 o'clock. And yeah. Can you do our numbers quick? Since you're not doing Behind the Code regularly, is it too much to ask on Monday nights or Monday sometime during the day that you could just throw a screenshot up of that to show our traffic for the week?
As long as I remember, yes.
Okay. Everybody harassed.
I will try and remember to do that during NTF, because I imagine that's when y'all will remind me of it.
That works. So you guys all heard that during NTF.
Tell her that?
Huh?
You said tell her that.
I said y'all heard that.
Oh. Okay, I gotta find the right button here. I take that screen down. There we go. Add it to the screen. Make us go down here. And there we go. So for the last 7 days, we had 6 visitors, 7 views on the 11th, 4 and 15 on the 12th, which is excellent. 2 for 2 on the 13th, 1 and 1, 15th and 16th, and today's been busy. 1 visitor and 10 views, so that's good.
Nice. Well, thank you for whoever did that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And...
oof. I'll put it this way. The hashtags are flying last night. I mean, yeah. So, okay, go ahead and talk, and then I'll get into the comments.
So basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting OBS set up so that I can stream this or stream the printer again, and I have to figure out. I have to get logged back into Kick here.
And those of you that are watching from Madness Entertainment Group, we will be going through comments. So if you have commented and we don't pick it up right away, they come into us as they're coming in. So we do read every comment. We're just getting to them sometimes takes a minute.
Yeah. And we do, for those on Kick, we do stream the Kick. Those comments don't come through to StreamYard, but we will try and monitor them, which I was doing, and I'm glad I just realized that I almost put in the settings for the IndieCD page into OBS, which would have been wrong.
Oops.
I need the settings for my Joe in 3D page.
That was funny that you kind of confused. Who did you confuse this morning?
Nick.
Okay. Oh, you didn't. Well, no, the other Joe showed up.
Oh yeah, Joe in 3D, or not Joe in 3D, designed by Joe.
Yeah. So now we're up to 4 Joes that could pop in at any given time.
Yep.
I think all you Joes are nice.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up again until you tell me to start reading comments.
You can start reading. I'm gonna start putting this stuff in and hope that it works.
Well, Dan was the first one in here 2 hours ago. Hey, Dan, 2 hours ago I was in Iowa. And Foxy is joining us, and she's saying good evening. And Trey is here with us. Hello. And Foxy learned today that Inigo likes Greek yogurt. I bet most dogs would, honestly. Dan says dogs like everything, including stuff that's bad for them. Not always the stuff that they like, though. Fox said, too true. He just brought me a leaf. Dan said he's trying to pay for his yogurt like he's seen people use money before. Fox says, maybe. Dan goes, I saw a video of one dog who goes to a cookie shop every day and gives them a leaf for a cookie. We don't deserve
that. I have seen that video.
Mm-hmm.
I love that video.
I do too. We don't deserve animals. Animals are just amazing creatures. I'm just saying. Foxy thinks she's seen it too, and Foxy's like, yeah, black lab looking pup. And Carl is joining us. He's saying good evening, everyone, and greetings to Carl. And Donna's joining us. Hello, Donna. He goes, animals train themselves. However, cats determined to try and train us. Try? No, we're trained. We are trained. Trey said, Brad was trying to make friends with a squirrel through the storm door earlier. Now he's tuckered out.
Oh, Lord, you missed that. Oh, my God. No, okay, let me finish adding this video capture device, and I will see if I can transfer the video over to my computer and share it on the stream.
Okay.
Because it was adorable. But you can keep reading.
Okay, I was just bringing up Kick. So, oh my God, TV2U, that's a legit person?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I will not block them again.
Yeah, please don't. They're good peoples.
I didn't know that the first time. We get a lot of spam and bots, so I do apologize if I ever do that again to anybody else. Woo. And Thesis is joining us, and there's greetings and greetings. And Fox said they sure do, Dan. Sometimes I think we get trained just as much as they do. It is. And think about it. You are dealing with a creature that does not speak any kind of language that you speak, but somehow you guys learn how to communicate. It's amazing. Dan wore himself out cutting tree limbs with his electric pole saw today. Otherwise, I'm pretty much fine. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Foxy said, oh, goodness, bet you'll be sore tomorrow. And Dan's sore now. She says, I bet. Dan saying the thing is heavy and not weighted correctly. Of course not. Heaven forbid they make something that works well and works easily. Thesis says, that would be counterintuitive since they want you to do something that breaks easily, so you have to replace it. Unfortunately, that seems to be the way of the world right now. Thesis, it's like using a halberd to fight a fencer using fencing rules. Carl's going to go check on Donna, and she'll be back. Thesis says, that sounds unpleasant, Dan. And Donna wants to know why Carl is bothering her. She already said hi to everyone, and Carl said, oh, good. And Donna is doing my job for me, which I very much appreciate. She goes, don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. If you're not, you should be. Carl goes, I need to turn on live chat. Oh, so it was Carl's fault.
Yes, blame Carl.
Yeah, well, it was his fault this time. Trey said, I wish the live chat was the default. Carl says yes. And I do too. Mine kept going weird this morning during Nevermind the Furthermore, so. Foxy wishes it as well. She doesn't know why it is. And Trey is using the static to zap the like button.
All right.
Okay, I do have to say this. I was joking around with Emmy that she should be on a Creators at Play because she does do painting, and she goes, yeah, so they can watch the cats walk back and forth. And I'm like, that's part of everybody's. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, this was the squirrel that was antagonizing Brett earlier. And, oops, wrong way. And I did get a video.
Oh. Oh.
And you see that little tail just going to town.
Doesn't look like it's puffed up at all.
No, we think he wanted to play. We're not entirely sure.
You didn't want to take the risk.
So that door is locked because he has gotten tall enough to where he can reach the. Yeah.
Oh God, that is so cute.
So yeah, that was what we got to see earlier.
Oh, that is adorable.
All right. And now back to our regularly scheduled
coding.
Thing. Oops, wrong thing. Ah!
Carl wipes the chips off of his fingers. He's dropping his like. And Dan found his Sour Apple Johnny bootlegger, by the way. Glad you found it. Foxy is dropping a slightly expired like. my like is slightly exhausted. Carl said, great Dan, where was it hiding? And he said that it was behind a case of beer. And Donna says, hi, Joe.
Howdy.
And Trey says, for fun. There's a lot of F words he could use. I'm glad he used that one, but I can come up with probably a couple others.
I had a few others.
Let me guess, the one is 4 letters. If you use it in past tense, it turns into 6?
Yes, and as an adjective, it's would that be 7 letters?
So it's foobar. That's a 5-letter word too.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. And we have Sisters of the Hook joining us over on Kick.
Hey, Tosh. Oh, hey. Wow. Chair tried to come with me.
What have you been doing? I'm going to go ahead and comment this so when I get to it, it'll be there. Okay. Let's see here. And Dan said the last behind the code for a while. Donna's going to have to step up her game. No. Somebody wants to do a 411, let me know. We'll get a 411 scheduled. This last 2 months have just been beyond nuts. I have one more big thing coming up in April, and then I'm hoping it settles down for a little bit so I can get caught up. And Trey said, there's Dawn. Yep, I'm here. Girl said, she's home already. Nice. Yeah. Thesis is greeting us, and Donna's greeting me. Hello, Donna. And Sarah goes, hey, guys, Jeeves, good thing for notifications. Days mesh in with each other. It's good things like NTF is what keeps me knowing what day it is, to be honest. Dan is greeting Sarah, and there's some greetings back. And Kitty's joining us. Good evening, Kitty, and more greetings. And Ruby's joining us. Hello. Dan's next book will be released Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hey, do you mind if I jump in? I know it's kind of early, but since he's got that...
Oh, yeah, play his ad.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and play your ad real quick since you have that... Is it on here?
Did he had an ad for that book?
I thought he did.
That's probably under this one. Yep, there it is.
In the early days of the Korean War, an underage boy ran away from his family's farm in West Virginia to join the Army. He quickly transferred to the Air Corps and became a fighter pilot. Somehow, he became useful to several alphabet agencies, so he was recruited to help them during the Cold War. Eventually, he got tired of being a spy and tried to retire. Fate had other ideas. These are some of the early adventures of Captain Tom Darby of the U.S. Army Air Corps. From before that fateful night, he rode his motorcycle around a curve too fast on a back road in rural Georgia and accidentally began a new life entirely.
I love that. Love that ad.
So to give that, the name of the book that he refers to it towards the end of the ad is called Abducted.
Yes.
So if you have not read it, read it. Have you not read it, read it. If you've not read it, read it.
And actually, since we're on the subject of that,
Awesome.
All right.
And Sarah says, hey, more and more pouring in. And there's greetings and greetings and greetings. And Donna said, all the cat parents in the chat just laughed at Joe's hopes. Hopes that he just wanted to play with it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing. And there's greetings from Foxy. And Sarah said, drunk people? I've missed some stories, LOL. It's with it being St. Patty's Day, there's drunk people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
More greetings and more greetings and more greetings and more greetings. Hello, Pops from Madness Center Treatment Group.
Evening, Pops.
He's joining us from their YouTube page, or from their stream. So Sarah said that I declare that I'm aging backwards a year every year starting tomorrow. I reject reality and substitute my own. Oh, I want to get older so I can be more crotchety. Foxy said that should be nice, Sarah. And Sarah said, right. Sarah goes, there's no way I remember my mom at my age realizing I was engaged to my first husband when she was my age. No!
Webcam is used by another application. What the hell application is using it?
Oh. Thesis has his link for this weekend's Tea House show. Doesn't know what exactly he's doing, but he made the link anyway. That's okay. Carl said, y'all. Dawn is picking up a southern accent. Ironically, I've said y'all for many years before any of you guys came into my life when I actually still lived in Minnesota. I don't know where it came from. I grew up in southern Minnesota. And Trey said, hey, everyone, I missed. A friend and I are providing some letters to local government and have been bouncing ideas off of one another. Good. Be involved. And Sarah said, oh, no, Carl. And Foxy, I sent a lot of my reps lots of emails. They probably hate me. Not to get into a lot of the politics part, but if you guys want to talk politics, get a hold of DR. Dan said, Sarah, apparently today was my first wife's birthday. To this day, no one will tell me where her grave is, so I can visit with a full bladder and a fifth of rum. Ouch. And Pops is laughing, and Trey said, squeaky wheels get the grease, Foxy. And Sarah's laughing my ass off, Dan. And Nick said, last regularly scheduled video? If you're referring to we lost Joey. We literally lost. If you're referring to, he's walking around.
Yep.
If you're referring to the last regularly scheduled video, Joe is taking some. It's really hard. Cannot always consistent on what he can code on Monday nights. So. But if people want to fill in, they're more than welcome to fill in. Like I said, 411. If somebody has a craft coming up that they want to show, we can do independent creators at play, all that kind of fun stuff. So Monday nights are going to be kind of a free game for a bit.
Yep.
Carl goes, if we remain silent, we give the government the permission to continue as usual. Yep. And Dan wants Carl to ask Dan if it would be listed on the Find a Grave website. And Dan said, yeah, Nick, Joe is pretty much caught up on IndieCD coding. And I can see, like, if you're like, I want to try this new thing or try this new thing, that you still will bump in and be like, hey, here's a Monday night show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And Sarah said, Nichols, dang, I need to go back and watch the show from this morning. Days mean nothing lately. Good Lord, good reminder. I missed parts of today's show, but you know. And there's greetings and greetings. And Trey said, I did get to have a lovely 2.5-hour chat with our old neighbor's mom this afternoon, so that was awesome. It's always nice catching up with people. And greetings. Sarah said, 2 hours ago, I was sitting where I'm sitting now, restless as fudge from the necessity. Do you like that? As fudge? I like that. Mm-hmm. Nick said, hey, I'm just worried. Pat, part 1 of new Nick Knows Nerf is in. Worried? Don't be worried. Part 1 of new Nick Knows that new Nick Knows Nerf. is in the can.
Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks.
New Nick knows Nerf. I think it's the new and the Nerf. I don't know. And there's greetings. And Trey said, awesome, Nick. And he goes, hey. Trey says, hey, oh my God. Okay. And Nick said, now I'm breaking from a secret art project to eat a homemade Reuben sandwich, fresh from all day in the crock pot. Ooh. I'm still full from the omelet and pancakes I had at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't ask why we eat lunch. We had breakfast at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Foxy says, enjoy. And Sarah says, nice. And Trey said, nothing better than fresh and homemade. Mm-hmm. More greetings and greetings and greetings. And Carl said, Dawn was excited. It was my fault. And I'm not even drinking. Well, maybe I will start. Well, go ahead. Have a shot. Have one for me. And Trey said that poor Bread wanted to get to that squirrel so badly.
Right. So I figured out my issue.
The man behind the curtain, you go away and you disappear.
Right. My extension cable went bad.
Oh.
Which would explain why there's a lot of times during the stream that it would just randomly kind of flicker.
Ooh.
So the extension cable has gone bad. And I do have one more extension cable. Problem is, it's outside in a laptop bag inside of a box. But
have Brett go get it. He wants to go outside.
Yeah. All right. But that, at least I know now why it's not giving me anything.
Right.
So I can at least finish, and not window capture, video capture. I can at least finish this part, and I can hit start stream and make sure it connects. I can go here. And I can go here. Come on. Show me my stream.
I just want to go to this next comment.
Yep.
Carl gets that tail action while the boys are watching Cat TV.
Nice.
Not the green room, but after last night, I'm so glad I did not have a pen on me, because the hashtags over the past 24 hours of my life have been mighty. And Nick said, hey, latecomers. Ruby, when you get a chance, please let me know what you think of that book. Trey says that Brett tried to clog the TV, so we stopped Cat TV and started filling the bird feeders. If Amy ever joins us, you'll have to ask her what her TV looks like. And Trey is saying, hey, to the Sisters of the Hook. So Tosh saying, hey guys, how you doing? Chance, Taco Mike. Hold on. Yeah. Carl said, I'm sure that I have scratches on this monitor, but it was already broken, so no big iggy. Big iggy. I like that one. Biggie. Okay. Ruby said, I've been taking it in a little at a time, Nick, but it has been helpful. Thanks to you and Trelena for both getting it to me. Did I just say her name right?
What?
Trelena?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've been practicing. Because, cheese Trey. Trey, click share. Thank you. And Nick said, I'm so happy, Ruby. And Carl said, great news on the book, Dan. And Trey said, new book to order on Friday. Yes. And there's Zach. He says, greeting coders. Oh, Zachy, I'm so glad you came back. I thought we scared you off. I really did. But thank you for coming back. We love you. And Kitty's saying that Ruby's being humble. She read it twice already while doing nightly drills on lunges and stuff. Naughty drills.
Well, now we know what Dawn's thinking about.
Well, like I said, I mean, I'd be typing up hashtags till tomorrow if I had a pen on me this weekend. And there's more greetings. And Dan says, book launch party during the green room? Of course. Trey is saying, Ruby, that's awesome. And there's greetings and greetings. And Fox says, sure, why not, Dan? Exactly. Hold on here. I'm trying to catch the Kit comments as they come in so I can get them kind of in line of where they're...
Oh, I can...
No, I'm getting them.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get them kind of so they're getting read kind of as everybody else's is in chronological order.
Gotcha.
And there is more greetings. And Nick says, that is awesome, Ruby. Thank you for the info, Kitty. And Tosh said that I did the thing, by the way, Indy. Tosh did the thing.
It didn't come through.
Did she sign up finally?
Yes.
Woohoo! That was a woohoo. That wasn't even a squee. That was a woohoo.
Yeah, it didn't come through.
And sisters, Tasha's tucking her Zeb in. Got you going whilst I do it. Yes, we're adults, but burrito blinkies are important.
Yes.
Okay, he's firmly burritoed. You know what? That's legit. I'm going to say that right now. Okay. And I do apologize for a little bit. Kick is kick.
Yeah.
So thank you for and Nick said real Kerrygold butter. Oh my gosh. Is that butter on your chin, Nick, or are you just happy to see everybody? And Foxy agrees that Kerrygold is good. Lisa said after I finished the first time I let Foxy borrow it, don't know if she's finished it, but I gave it to her along with some other sword-related articles. Awesome. And Trey says, who doesn't love a good burrito wing? Yes. And Nick is saying, hello, Sisters of the Hook. Y'all are groovy folks. Oh my God, they are the best. Trey's, Kerrygold. Dan says, disposable man happens immediately before abducted for those who want to read things in continuity order. Okay.
Gotta love when they start throwing out the big words.
I know. Sometimes I can get through them, sometimes I can't. And Donna says, love Kerrygold butter. I use it in my mashed taters when we have company. Ooh. And Jim is joining us. He says, hello, dear. Hi, Jim. He is actually a friend of Dr. Doulis's, DR. I've known Jim for, I think he's popped in a couple times, but I've known Jim for 25 years, 30 years, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So welcome, Jim. Trey said, I love that we're just passing around sword reading recommendations. That's what we do. That is literally what we do. So yes, I love it as well. Hold on here. I know, dead air.
Well, you're good.
And Michaela is joining us. Hello, Michaela. She says, hey, friends. And there's greetings. It says, again with St. Patty's Day and days meshing together. Uh-huh. And greetings to Michaela. And Nick said, it's never too early for the spirit of leafiness, bringing the joy of ebook goodness. I really need to get into that leafy moss folder even more. Sarah said, realizing it, I was in the same bedroom at the time of being engaged to that first husband. That screwed up in so many ways. There's some weird interactions with people. I mean, there's only like 1 degree of separation nowadays. So Carl says, hey, Michaela, computer working tonight? Michaela said, I just sent you some emails, but I didn't get on the website, so it wasn't causing the flub. LOL.
Nope. I got those, and thank you, Michaela. Those all just popped in, and OMG, if you're still listening, your email just came through, so...
Thesis says, if I could remember where I got the Spanish article I gave her, I would share it, but that was a while ago.
And while we do a transition between a few things here, I'm going to pop over to the Creatives That Play profile again, and we're going to play the Madness ad, so I have a chance to kind of move a few things around, and yeah, we'll be back in about 3.5 minutes, folks.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days.
That seemed like it cut off early for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
Okay. Just seemed like it did. All right, so I have OMG's info,
Okay.
and oh, I just realized sisters sent it through Discord and not email. Ah! Look at that.
But you found it. That's the important part. And by the way, Trey wants to let us know that Leafy Moss is an all-year holiday. It really is. Life goes so fast that holidays really don't mean anything. It's the spirit throughout the year for me. Acres of Movies is joining us. Hello, Stacy. She's popping in from the Madness Network. Don't mind me, Pops. It's been a long day. Michaela saying, yep, Carl, my PC is working great. Just finished an editing job that, yes, I got paid for. So that part of the biz is good. Awesome. And Stacy wants to know what you're coding today. Well, he was working on setting up.
Yeah, I was working on setting up my new mini PC for streaming my 3D prints, but now I'm setting up 2 new profiles real quick. I don't know about real quick, but we're going to attempt to. And I just realized we don't have music playing, so we're going to go over to track number 7, Race Against Time. Because this has got a good beat to it, and I can work quickly.
Okay. Work quickly, but you can do this. And Trey says, I need to catch up to the wall, Nick. I went to read and saw you were actively writing. I'm on page 151. I've been stuck there for a while. Please don't get upset with me. Carl said, great. I think that's in response to Michaela's computer working. He said, Thesis needs to finish his book so Foxy and I could beta read it. Answer goes, I was crashed out through the show this morning. And Stacy wants to know, how did you learn coding?
So I am all self-taught. What actually got me to start getting into coding was back in my sophomore year of high school. There used to be a website called the Cyber Army, and it had a series of different challenges to it. And the very first challenge was you had to read through this HTML code and JavaScript code and find this specific block of code that gave you an equation that you had to solve, and it would give you 3 numbers, and then you had to go back to that page and enter in those 3 numbers to pass the first level. And not knowing any kind of coding at the time, it kind of made me start learning HTML on my own and JavaScript. And I started going through tutorials and learning how to create a basic website. And I was able to start going through the printout that I did of that page and learning what all the little bits of that code was. And now it's just kind of, like I said, it's all self-taught and kind of one of many hobbies right now.
You have hobbies?
All right. Ooh, there we go.
Okay, 1 second here. And Ruby says, if you find that article, please share it with me as well. Michaela said that she might try for Mondays for Tidbits 2.0. And
that works.
Okay. And Nick said, Sarah dear, you need sleep. Get it where you can. Yes. Lisa said, I'm working on it, kitten, but Scotty is being and not talking to me. Okay. Carl goes, what time, Michaela? There are 3 shows on Monday. And Nick said, Dawn, breakfast is appropriate anytime. I know. Trey goes, Joe just keeps fading into the code. It's like the code is surrounded. I don't know. It's like surrounding you. You become one with the code, Joey.
I always kind of figure that's how I'll go out in this world, is I'll just slowly fade into some kind of subset of code, and it'll be like the ending of the Matrix Revolution. Yeah. Revolution? No. Whatever the third Matrix movie was.
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Right.
But Kayla said, oh, well, then maybe not Mondays. Well, you can do Mondays. It's just trying to figure out what the time, with slot.
Yeah. Well, she normally works days, so it wouldn't be during Nick's show, or Nick's time frame. Or even Nita and Daphne's for that matter. And with her, being up early for work, she definitely won't be taking Grant's time slot.
No, because he's 8 Central, which is her time zone. So
yeah, so it would be. She would probably want to start even an hour earlier than I do.
No.
To at least do an hour show.
Mm-hmm. Donna said that bro-in-law brought over a flat of strawberries. We gave him a dozen of our free eggs. Carl's getting strawberry pancakes for lunch tomorrow. Oh, the pancakes mix is marinating in the fridge right now. Oh my God. I wasn't so exhausted from driving the 90 miles yesterday up there and the 90 miles back. I'd be doing the 90 miles that way. Which I don't know if it's 90 miles, but Nick said, Manda just laughed about Joe literally being behind the code. Look at the guy behind the curtain. It's just Joey.
Yeah, pay no attention to the crazed person behind the curtain.
The guy behind the code, the Cody curtain. Cody,
right.
Curtain Cody. Trey said trades are the way to go. Yes. You can make it barter. Bartering is nothing. There's nothing wrong with trading and bartering. They said strawberries. And Nick said barter and parallel economies happen. Yes. Trey said absolutely. And Dan said today's breakfast was 2 cups of coffee. Lunch was half a container of cottage cheese, and dinner was the rest of Lindsay's homemade beef stew. Oh, I'll be lucky if I can stay awake tonight until bedtime. Then go to bed early. I have a feeling I'm going to bed early tonight. And Stacy wants to know, what is your favorite Robin Williams performance?
Ooh.
That's a hard one.
That's what she said.
That's the tip. I know we broke the streak. I wanted to remind us of that.
Right. I would say for a more serious movie, I would say Patch Adams. Probably my favorite performance of his, besides some of his stand-up comedy, would be Hook. And I just saw that come in. Yeah, that'd be my second favorite, The Birdcage. Actually, Hook and The Birdcage would probably be tied.
That is such a hard one. That is beyond. Whenever somebody, you get the question, which celebrity, and I try not to idolize celebrities, but which celebrity death hit you the most? Carrie Fisher is always number one there. She was for mental health. She knew she wasn't perfect. She was, I loved her for that. Plus, big Star Wars fan. Robin Williams is a close second. Was he in Awakenings?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's another good one. Dead Poets Society. That's another.
Popeye.
of the more serious Popeye, more serious roles that he did. That's actually a very good one. And Mrs. Doubtfire, I forgot about that one.
Oh, it's one that came to mind. Hello, because Grant, he does a hello, but we read it as hello. So we get, yeah. That's a good question. Okay, back to work. Trey said, "Dog, I got my name right." Whoop! Trelena. Took me a while, but I figured it out. And Nick said he is plotting for how to film / live stream outdoor forging stream. Awesome. And Dan said that told Trey that miracles do happen, even if they come from me. Trey goes, now it's even recorded on how to say it. And Tasha's saying hey to Trey. And Pops is saying hey to Trey and Stacy. Trey goes, I do give leeway for accents, however. She's pinky wiggling at Tosh. You guys didn't know I can't make the heart, so that's the IndieCD heart. Nick goes, I don't know, Trey, do you think folks would want to see my silly forging attempts? You know, just do it, Nick. You don't know. Do it. Do it.
Just do it. And I mean, the hard part, Nick, there's going to be a few things that are going to make it difficult. One, because this is a coal burning one, I believe. So it'd have to be done outside. The other thing is the cellular connectivity in that area. I mean, you could get a Wi-Fi extender to try and extend your Wi-Fi signal outside. But I don't know how well it would hold up.
Or instead of doing it live, record it, bring it in, do some editing with it, and upload it.
Yeah.
Because we're right with his / your internet, Nick. That could be a little
problematic.
Yeah. Let's take 1 second. I love our kick is kicking tonight. Lisa says naughty drills. Is that when you attach a cordless drill to? Never mind. Good thing you were not with us this week. Oh my God. Trey goes, Nick, if we don't get to see forging, we'll riot. Ooh, Trey she just threw on the gauntlet. And Woody is tuning in. I don't know. At this point in time, I don't know what anybody's doing. Probably coming in from Pop's channel. Hello, Woody. And Kitty said, hey, make sure it worked better thesis. Oh, Lord. And Pops is saying, hey, or actually this came from the Kick channel, so we're going to go over here. Oh my God, TV to you is saying, hey, Tosh, how do... And Trey goes, and we all know how to form a proper shield wall. And Woody says, burrito is a verb. Okay. It's both. It's a verb and a noun. And Ruby wants to see a forging Nick. And Nick says, Xander says, hi, Ron. Hi, Xander. Happy early birthday. I love you,
hey,
kiddo. And Trey's greeting Xander, Amanda. And Pops is saying hey to Woody. And Woody goes, carry or border. Oh my gosh. Carry or order. Okay. Amanda says, Trey calls for a shield wall. Sorry, babe, gotta go. And Woody says, very happy to see you. I almost need a third person to come in here and just grab these Kick comments for me. And Sandra's getting all the greetings from everybody. And there's one for Amanda as well. And Trey goes, we get Amanda. We get Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Foxy says, I'm sturdy. I'll join the shield wall. And there's more greetings. And Woody says, who doesn't love a madness comic? Hootie Dootin' Scooty.
I'm not even on that screen, and I'm almost afraid to go back and look to see what you just tried to read.
Hootie Dootin' Scooty app.
Sure.
That's what it says. Nick says, I love the loyalty here. I am doomed. Doomed as doomed can be. Just show up in your cryptid state. And more greetings. And Trey says, we get Foxy. We get Foxy. Oh my God, TV2 says, Indy, I hope I sent the info you wanted. Let me know if that's okay. Thanks again. So it looks like you did get that. Sister the Hook said, hey, oh my God, I'm good. How's you today? And oh my God, I'm just dandy. Been a weird day. Yes. Very, very weird day. Goodness, good weird, but weird nonetheless. I'm working on house projects trying to redo the streaming, and Tasha's, hey, Nick, right back at ya. Okay, some of this stuff is kind of wonky when I tried to copy and paste it. So if I miss anything or things go a little bit weird, I'm sorry, I'm trying really. And Trey said, shield, wow, shit, oh God. Shield wall. And there's greetings to Jim. And he said, no shield wall for me. I will just stand at the front and poke anyone who gets too close. Dan says, no prisoners. And Cane's Chains is saying evening over in the channel. Hello, Cane's Chains.
Hey, Al, how you doing?
Or Al. Pops is greeting Michaela. And Foxy goes, we go into war, where, when, why, who, what? And Pop says, Pops. Kitty can take on ranged attacks. And I don't know exactly what these emoticons look like, but it's an octopus red waving and a volcano green lava orange. Why is it? I don't know what they're at, what they look like, but I love them. Trey says, hey, Amanda can shield wall and poke from afar. I can shield and poke close, and we are all enthusiastic. And Trey saying hey to Al as well. Stacy's wondering, how are you doing today? I'm exhausted. Joe had a fun day at work. He likes the word fun for F.
Yes.
Oh my God, says, I'm here, buddy. Hey, Al, how you do? And Tosh says, hey, Al. And Al is saying, hiya, Ricky, and hiya, Tosh. And when he said, play those Madness ads, we do try to play that one because we know we are now streaming to Madness Entertainment Group. So if anybody's joining in from there, watching one of their reruns, hey! Michaela said, it's always good to see you, but it's bedtime here. 3 a.m. comes early. Yes, it does. You have a good sleep. It was nice seeing you. Join in. Trey said, we're rioting if Nick doesn't stream his forging, Foxy. Ooh, I second Fox's ooh.
Yeah, no good can come from that.
You showed, you got the forge, you put the forge together during your show, and now you're saying you guys want to see me forge? Yeah. Cool. And Nick said, and I'm suddenly reminded I am due for an expanded shield wall lecture. Trampling prevention is always a good idea. Dan wants to know if ballistas are allowed. I have several at the team's beck and call. Nobody shall take us down. Nobody! Cisa said, sure, let's everyone do all the things I wish I could. I mean, it's not like I have a complex about that or anything. Hey, we all have our strengths. We all have the things we can improve on, and we all have the things that we aren't too keen on. So, what makes this awesome? A group, awesome. Trey said crowd survival skills, Nick. And Pop saying lots of good shows on the network. Yes.
Yes, there is.
Good night, Michaela. And Nick said exactly. And there's more good nights, Michaela. Ruby says, wasn't that Spanish article back when you were still pushing her towards swords? Ooh. And there's, what do you say to the greetings? Nighters? There we go. There's more nighters. Trey said, always Dan. And there's more nighters. And more nighters. Oh, Woody says, poop, I can't believe how far behind I was. Props, I want to contribute some ad material, but I'm scootendy. Woody. I tried. That's all I'm going to say. Go on to the next comment. And nighters, more nighters. And Tosh saying, good to hear. Hope that means it's good weird and not bad weird. And Allison's feeling like I didn't get a lot done. When I look around, it's like, damn, maybe I did. And I took a late nap that throws everything off. Yeah, that late naps do that.
Yeah, they do.
Amanda joining us saying, haha, speaking from experience, you pull yourself under your shield and just hope no one decides that you make a great height advantage. I don't know. Anyways. And there's more nighters and more nighters. And Lisa says it was Ruby, but I think it's a good read anyway. Maybe I'll see if I can scan it. And Woody says, I have a bunch of visual weirdness I want to contribute. I will send you the email or something. I don't know if that's to Pops or to you, Joey, that Woody was referring to. Because I don't know, is Woody on IndieCD?
No.
Okay. So if you are interested in joining IndieCD, Woody, reach out to Joe at jbachman@indiecd.org. Did I get it right?
You did, but the best way to do it is just go to indiecd.org and click on Become a Member.
There you go. Nick said, he says, how in the heck are you supposed to learn to do stuff if you aren't privy to demos? Ooh. Woody says, cause Matt Grandpa. And Pop says, nope, it ends with the QR code. He's saying by osmosis.
Are you waiting for me to comment on something?
No, I'm just, there
Okay.
was more on
Oh.
but
Okay.
yeah, it takes me a second because I have to copy and paste it, and it doesn't always want to copy right, so I have to do it like 6 times.
Gotcha.
Okay, sorry, I saw the Sisters of the Hook on there and I got excited. You guys got a squee out of me tonight. Tosh says, oh yeah, that's totally relatable. The schedule getting thrown off. It's like a whole mood. Can't wait to see what you do with the stream though. Al said, I almost did the same thing. And Woody said, it's cut off early. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, I didn't touch a damn thing. I know that. And Grant is joining us. Hello, Grant. Hopefully your day has gone well. Hopefully you've had not a lot of people throwing up in the back of your car, but you've made some mighty tips. Tips with a P.
It's your word to say, however you want to say it.
Well, I said it that way. If you guys, Nick said exactly. I could imitate to about 80% accuracy anyone I sparred against. And there's greetings to Grant. And Woody said, "Have you been alive? I would have had Zillow. Hello." I am so confused, Woody. I'm half sleeping though, so it's going to be easy to confuse me tonight. Just saying. And there's greetings. And Pops is proofreading Slaughterville 2 right now. This book is awesome. Oh, nice. And Grant is taking a break from Ubering. And Tosh is saying, oh my god, turns out I'm terrible at reading instructions.
It's okay, Tosh.
Join the crowd. And there's greetings. And Dan is saying, have a coffee and relax a moment, Grant. Yes, Grant, have some coffee because I know I've had way too much. I should not be this tired with as much coffee as I've had. And there's greetings. And Nick goes, watching folks do anything is a great way to start to learn. Osmosis is underrated. And more greetings. And Trey goes, instructions are a last-ditch effort. Mm-hmm. And more greetings. And Nick said, good call, Grant. You have been through the ringer. Mm-hmm. And Al says, oh my God, LOL, I have to get Simon to help me. I cheated. You cheated. And what he wants to let Pops know that he is up against Poe's Law right now. And Grant knows HTML.
It's a good one to start with.
I was going to say, is that something that's like a section in IndieCD when it comes to like coders and stuff? Would that be a part of that?
So I consider HTML to be programming because
Okay.
you are doing, you can create a website, granted an extremely basic website, but a website nonetheless, with HTML.
Okay.
There are some, I will call them purists, that don't believe HTML is a programming language because its name is hypertext markup language. And therefore, just from that name, because it's a markup language, they don't consider it actual coding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't know if that was, if Grant was willing to, if he's saying that here, hey, Grant, if you're still listening, I mean, if that's one of the creative things that you're one on with the,
If you create websites, I can add you to the programmers page.
yeah, if you are interested, Grant, let Joey know. It's weird how people go, I don't do this. Why don't I do that? And then they start talking, and it's like, well, you do this and this and this and this, and you're like, damn it, I do all that. Yes. Tasha saying, nah, just being resourceful, and Al saying, you're so nice. Limo. Tasha's so nice. She's a sweetheart. I love her. When he says, oh, you kids talking about your childish code because you didn't understand C. I don't understand any of it, to be perfectly honest. Trey saying to chase the dopamine, Joey.
Yeah, so Wednesday night there will be a new hobby.
On your end or her end? Ooh!
And if you want to find out what that hobby is, I'll tell you. On Wednesday night on IndieCD's Creatives at Play at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So you'll have to tune in then.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Well, same bat time on the same channels.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Nick said, sorry, Ruby, I missed that, but if you want more in Spanish, let me dig around. And Pops is saying, Woody, everything brushes up against Poe's laws anymore. Thesis goes, find the article, but since it's off topic, I will share it on Facebook. Okay. Grant said, unfortunately, I also learned a bunch of code in college that is now useless because they thought that Flash was going to be the wave of the future.
And you know what? Flash was for a long time. Flash was for a very long time.
And Grant said that he has a little experience with HTML, VBA, C++, and a few other minor things.
I knew just enough C and C++ to get it to print a line saying hello world. That is all the farther I ever made it with those two.
I have, no. And he said, don't mind Thesis, Nick. He's being a butthead and letting his evil voice putting in, go ahead and show us your forging. Thesis says, you're not wrong, kitten. Sarah said, Matrix Reloaded, or is that the second one? I could look it up, but I'm lazy.
Reloaded was the second one.
Okay. Yeah, we are all kind of lazy tonight. It's been a long Monday. Thesis can do a little HTML, but I haven't done much since the early 2010s. And I said, indeed, so stop it, Thesis. Okay, which one? Who's Kane's Chains again?
That is Al.
Oh, that's Al. Wait a minute. Then who's... Oh, my God. No, who's Oh, my God?
So that is his name is actually Patrick.
Okay. Is that the Ricky?
Huh?
Is that Ricky? When they're referring to somebody coming up said Ricky?
Yes.
Okay. I am so sorry. I was getting my Al's and my Rickies mixed up. Apologies. It's been a long day. So do forgive me. I do try. Nick says, "Oh, Katie, I was going to do regardless, barring technical difficulties." In other words, the Nick field. Katie said, "I saw that thing you shared on Facebook yesterday. Remember, don't beat yourself over the head with the club of what others can do." This is what Kitty is saying is kind of what we're going into this whole program. I have no clue on programming. Guess what? The people that know it. I don't know it. It is what it is. So, and Trey said that thing we used to fund the fun stuff, Al. And Thesis said, again, I'm working on a kitten, but it is hard sometimes. We understand. And Stacy says, would you like to see a new Terminator movie where it starts in ancient China with a giant abacus-like machine creating Skynet, and then they hunt different leaders throughout history? I don't know that.
That could be interesting.
Hey, Joey, are you able to look at the next comment that's on StreamYard?
Oh, let me scroll. And scroll. Oh, I'll take care of that here in a second.
Thank you. Because I don't have the Twitchies up at all.
That's okay, neither do I, but I actually made my secondary account a mod on there.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm going to have to try. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to see it.
Is that on me?
Well, no, just because I wasn't in the chat the whole time.
Okay.
So I just can't see it. So
okay. Well, we'll just let it go.
Yeah.
Sarah saying the bird cage. This has to do with Robin Williams. Kane's Chains, aka how golf was invented, and Vicky says Robin Williams doing the half flag bit during Reagan's presidential show. Flag bit.
The flag bit was hilarious, and the how golf was invented, I crack up at every time.
There was one that he did. It was Elmer Fudd doing Pointer Sisters Fire. The song Fire. It's hilarious. Elmer Fudd singing. It was. Nick said, only way to be better is if you face it, Thesis. Sarah said, ditto. And Thesis likes Patch Adams or Mrs. Doubtfire. Grant said, Hook and the Birdcage are both really good. Never saw Patch Adams. There's a to the tie-in movies. And Nick says, as to Robin Williams, Dead Poet Society. And Sarah says, Mrs. Doubtfire, yes. Lisa says, that's a good choice too. Ricky says, oh, the golf is good too. The ending to the Carnegie Hall show is good too. Answer said 1 hour photo, creepy, awesome role.
That's one of the few Robin Williams movies I never saw.
I did not see it, but I saw enough of the clips that it creeped me out to the point where I'm like, I can't watch Robin Williams like this.
He had a very creepy part on God, what was it? Law and Order SVU. He played on an episode of that. And he did it was almost like his 1 hour photo role, I think.
There have been some of the best funny actors and the nicest they always play like the good guy, they're the protagonist, and then they go on like Law and Order and they are twisted. Oh my god, that messes with you. Grant says, anybody seen Insomnia? Robin Williams is a murderer and Al Pacino chasing after him. Haven't seen that one. Popeye. Sarah goes, now people don't know what a 1 hour photo is. Oh, that is true. And there's Grant doing his
that's not necessarily true. Some people are still on dial-up, so it takes 1 hour for a photo to load.
This is true. Especially if you have 26 instead of 52.
What?
Dial-up?
You mean 56K?
Yeah. Wasn't
So,
it 26 was the one that was before that, or the lesser?
33.6.
Oh, okay.
24, 18, and that's the lowest I can remember.
Okay, I was off. At least I knew there was one slower than 56.
Yeah, I had dial-up when I was growing up out in Wanata, and we had switched internet companies, and we went from NetNico, which was a regional dial-up provider out here, over to Earthlink. And I was getting kicked off the internet like every 20 minutes for no reason. And it wasn't because of like call waiting or anything like that would always cause it back in the day. This was a totally separate line. There was no call waiting on the line. It would just drop connection. And I went through and called their tech support. Finally got to, I think it was like tier 3 tech support, whatever their highest one was. And they go, okay, go to here, open up this properties for your modem, go to advanced, click on this, and now you're going to type into this text field this little bit of whatever jargon it was that they told me to type in, and they said, okay, hit apply, save, All right, you're good to go. Okay. What'd we just do? Oh, well, your phone lines are allowing the internet to run too fast, so we had to slow you down to 33.6. Right. Dial-up. I was running too fast. And I go, well, I just switched you guys from NetNico and I ran, 56K no problem all day long. And they go, oh, no, that can't be possible. You had to have been dropping connection. No, I wasn't. But I'll be dropping you guys and going back to them.
That is not good.
Our phone system in Wanata was so old. How old was it? It was so old that you could actually type you could dial the last 4 digits of somebody's number in town to call them. Like, when they finally switched to where we had to type in the 733 before the rest of it, I kept getting phone errors every time I'd pick up the phone to, call up my buddy Casey. 2171. The number you have dialed 7 3 3 2 1 7 1.
When I was a kid, it was the last four. That's all you had to dial if you were within the same prefix, and then it went. You
Yeah.
have to dial the prefix, and now you have to dial the area code and the prefix and the number. As things get easier, some things get harder. I don't quite understand this. Let's see here. Trey is saying, ooh, 1 hour photo. Yes. And Grace says, I like 1 hour photo too, but Insomnia is my favorite creepy Robin Williams. And Trey is saying, hey to Pops. And Joe in 3D, which is you, right?
Yep.
Wants to know what days do you stream in and what times?
Or yeah, that taken care of.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, hold on. Thesis says, and it might be easier to choose what performance you don't like. I kind of have some agreement with that.
That, you know what? That is valid.
Yeah.
And I can't really offhand think of one I don't like of his.
There is a scene from Mork and Mindy where he, as actually himself, he's interviewing himself as Mork.
That's actually kind of funny.
And I was serious. It was kind of a precursor to like where his life ended up and stuff. So I mean, it was. If you get a chance, look that up. It was interesting though. I mean, that was back in the 70s, early 80s. So yeah. Carl said, "What dreams may come was sad, but Robin was good in it." And Alan Lundy is joining us. Hello, Alan. How are you? I hope you're still with us. I know that we go through the comments as they come in, so sometimes we do get behind, especially when we get chatty. So hopefully you are still with us, Alan. Dan says, Nick, as to your forging attempts, how big an audience I will have for my outdoor cooking videos will be. You guys could do a tag team. Show a little clip of Nick's and then show a little clip of Dan and a little clip. There you go. You know how they do outside heating things. There we go. And Tosh is saying, I dig the Pinky Wiggle. Pinky Wiggle's back at Trey. And there's the stuff that you said that you had already taken care of.
Yep.
And Trey goes, his creepy movies are even creepier just because I'm so used to him being a comedian. Yes! That's like what I was saying with the Law and Order too. You get these good guys, these people that are usually protagonists, and they're just bad. And it's like, and Donna is saying hey to Andy, and Trey said, hey Al over here. And Nick goes, I may just run an Ethernet cord out to my laptop and make someone handle the comments. I don't know. Do you know anybody that you know that can handle the comments? Alan is saying hey to Treya. Sorry, I could resist that one.
Nice.
Dan says, I will not be cooking on live streams, LOL. Craig goes, I know a lot of people whose birthdays are in March. Mine was already here and gone. Ricky say I'm on vacation, so I actually get to hang. Well, I'm glad you get a chance to hang out with us. And Thesis says that's why number 13 was so creepy for me, Trey, because I was used to see Jim Carrey as Fire Marshal Bill. And Houston Dave is joining us. Hello, Houston Dave. He says rubs the Blarney stone. And Fox said, yes, cryptid forging.
Rubbing the Blarney stone. That's what the kids are calling it these days, huh?
Not the green room. Not the green room. Not the green room. Trey said, right? You wait for the punchline and it keeps spiraling down. And that wasn't even towards that, but it fits. And Nick said, my cryptid state, flabbergasted, scandalous. Dave is now saying hi to everybody, and there is greetings and greetings and greetings and greetings to Dave. Sarah is laughing at Nichols while Dan is still greeting Dave. Sarah said, man, I'm zoning in and out like crazy. Thesis says, sounds like you need more rest, Sarah. And Dave said, just a relaxing day off today. I'm glad you had a good day off. Okay, so that sounds like micro sleep, Sarah. Stacy wants to know best movie to watch to relax. Stacy, you need to give us heads up on this so we have time to think about it. Oh.
So the best way I found to relax and fall asleep, except for one time, turn on C-SPAN. It'll knock you out. That is literally what I used to watch when I had to plow. When I worked for the state and I had to plow midnights. If I needed to get a nap in before I went to work, I would turn on C-SPAN, because listening to them drone on about whatever like bill they were even trying to attempt to discuss would put me to sleep. Except for one time they were talking about some kind of technology bill, and of course I stayed awake for the whole damn thing.
Then you got sucked in. Nick is saying you need to nap, Sarah. It's okay. You can always catch on the rerun. Agreed.
Yep.
Kitty's still saying that Thesis still needs to record his tea ceremony for Donna, too. Mark said, yes, he does, because she wants her tea. Ooh. Oh, yes, I would still love to see that, says Trey. And Sarah saying, strange, yeah, I'm going to have to think. Not sure what I've done to need sleep, but I guess this is why they say to have rest separately to having my legs up. Weird. I'll be back in the middle of the night for the night owls. I'm like, there's got to be more here. Thesis says, still need to get some loose leaf tea. Bills have been taking most of my spare money. You know how that feels. And Sarah, love you guys. Zula derp.
So, on that note, I'm going to pause the music. We're going to play a couple of ads here.
Okay.
Because we are an hour and a half in. Sisters of the Hook page is now live. I still got to add them to the streamers and the Fiber Arts page, or the artist page, because they fall under Fiber Arts. Which I need to add. Actually, I need to add OMG to that also, because he does crochet on some of his streams occasionally, and he does other like little art projects occasionally. He was doing what was it, like a dime, like one of those diamond things you like attach the different colored diamonds to a page and create an image.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I need to add him to the artist page also while I'm thinking of it. But first, we're going to play a couple ads here, and we will be back in just a few minutes, folks.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
All right, and we are back, and we are going to go to Track number 8, Tesseract.
Okay. Trey says healing takes extra energy, even if it doesn't seem like it should. Be kind to yourself, rest well. The best thing I heard, because basically when you have the spine surgery, I had the neck surgery, you have to basically regrow parts of your spine. And the thing is, last time you grew a spine, you were in a warm, climate-controlled tummy, we'll just say. You're not really in the tummy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And now you're in this harsh world. So things are a little bit different when you're regrowing a spine. Same can be said for any kind of healing. Nick said Thesis could do a weekly recorded session of his drills to show off both his skill and a measure of his progress. I thought the only one who wanted to show off the skillet would be Donna, Joe Dog's Donna. Just saying.
Right.
Wow. And you did that fast, Joe. I don't know why I copied like that. Thesis said I slept a lot more after my hip than usual because you're feeling your body's using. It's why when you're sick, you're so tired too, because your body is using so much energy to get yourself better. Nick said skills, not skillet. Autocorrect demons be gone. Feel the power of hairspray. No, skill was good too. Skillet was good too. Thesis says, now I can do my weekly stream showing off my skillets too. Trey, skillet defense. Stacey says, did you see the outdoor action drama thriller Shoot to Kill starring Tom Berenger, Sidney Poitier, and Kirstie Alley?
Hold on.
So,
Shoot to Kill. I don't think I ever saw it. I recognize the name.
see here.
And those are 3 very big names.
Well, I'm trying to think. There was an Alley, or there was a Kirstie Alley movie that I think she gets killed on, and that when you said that, that's what I'm in, but I don't think it's that movie. Fox said, "Do not demean the power of the skillet." And Nick says, "Skillets are viable tactical force multipliers." In Return to Arms, it's actually a weapon that you may get. You can get a wooden spoon as well. So Ted and I would make eggs for each other. Fox said, yes, they are, as my dad knew well. What's that? Chanclas are scarier? I don't know what they are. Sorry, the accuracy people have with chanclas is supernatural. And Nick said his head both swung at him. Sarah said, zone back in about people watching and osmosis. Who's the voyeur? LOL. Hysterical spot to tune into. You never know. Chocolates are indeed intimidating, but man, a skillet is a solution looking for problems. Houston Dave says, hyperlinks, coffee.
So, funny thing with that, back in the day, and they finally disabled this, you used to be able to put a little bit of JavaScript code into your web page and attach it to a button. And you'd label the button, click here for free coffee cup holder. And you'd click it and your CD-ROM drive would pop out.
That's funny. I think that was funny. They don't even have those anymore. CD-ROM drives.
Yeah. And it did work on laptops also when they had the CD-ROM drives.
Oh, God. Trace says they come in all shapes and sizes. And Nick says, oh, dang it, Joe, you are dirty, filthy tease, and I love you for it. That's for your tease for Wednesday night. Matthew's joining us. Hello, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew.
Sarah says, I started being able to read HTML with the copying and pasting back in MySpace days.
Yep. MySpace taught a lot of people how to do HTML.
It was a good way to learn. And here's Todd's TTV that OMG is Ricky. And Ricky saying, yes, I have a million names. Let's hear. Donna's like, yeah, like we weren't going to be tuning in on Wednesday. And Trey goes, MySpace had us coding like pros. Right, says Sarah. And it really did. She could even figure it out. And Sarah goes, and our pages were epic, unlike bland Facebook. truth to that. And Grant's heading back to work. Good luck tonight. May your puking be lesser and your tips be mighty.
Mighty tips.
Foxy's telling Grant to stay safe, and Dave said animated GIFs on your MySpace was the bomb. More safe travels to Grant, and she's like the music on the page. Mm-hmm. And here's Tosh telling me that Chains is Al. Thank you for making me learn. I like being educated. Grant says, see ya. Dan said, Sarah, I started doing HTML for Apelian back in 95 and haven't stopped learning new tricks since. CSS doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I can make it work if it's something simple. Sarah's saying, awesome. And Carl says, animated GIFs and the hamster dance music playing on websites. Good old days, not sure. Good old days? Not sure. Simpler times. Fox said it was cool when we were kids. Dean goes, VBA is an Excel programming language. I am very good at that. And C++ is how scripts are written in MRIC, and I have been modding in MIRC scripts since 95 as well.
Okay, so I do know a little bit of C++ then, because I have written decades ago. I wrote a few MIRC scripts.
Troy says, just hanging out on I Can Has cheeseburger and Can Has hot dog. So pure.
Mm-hmm.
She spelled cheeseburger wrong. That's why I had to say it slow. If she would have put the Z in there, I would have gotten it. Just saying. Badger. I don't know what that is. Mushroom. Car started with a 300 band modem. Rhubarb.
I knew a guy online at one time that had dual 512 ISDN set up. It was one of the fastest connections at the time.
Carl said 600, 1200, 2400, then shot up to 17K or something like that. Dang. Roxy says, glad to be around people who remember. Dave says, Flash Site Homestar Runner Animations. Trey says, I remember the Salad Fingers days. And Charlie, it's Candy Mountain Charlie. I have no clue on any of this.
You don't know Candy... Oh my god, hold on.
I don't know what?
You don't know the Candy Mountain? Look, I'll keep going. I'm going to find a video of it. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Lisa says Newgrounds and Flash. Dan goes, Trey, I remember when Jell-O salads was a classy thing for middle-income families to feel posh. Hey, my mom still makes Jell-O salads. I just can't eat the damn things.
You know what?
It's like Jell-O salad.
I don't... Well, no. Yeah, I can't play it during the show. I was just going to play it during the show, but I can do this much at least. Share, add.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, Charlie, wake up! Yeah, Charlie, you silly sleepyhead, wake up!
You're going to have to watch it.
Okay, if you insist.
I've sent you weirder stuff via Messenger. Don't worry.
True. Trey said Jell-O salads are lawless. Houston State. Dave says Jell-O fruitcake. Voices, monstrosities, abominations is what Trey says. Dave goes, to this day, I still remember Spam and pineapple slices were a regular meal, and I liked it. Spam. Trey says Spam and pineapple is tasty. Nope, I can't do the Spam.
I haven't had it with pineapple, but I do like to fry it up. A little bit of KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce, slap it between two pieces of bread. Oh. Anyway.
I said, if you've driven past Hormel in Austin, no. But they do have a Spam museum there. Foxy goes, Thesis mom makes something I call wrong jello. Halfway through its setting, she mixes whipped cream into it. It's actually all right. Ted's mom does that, but then she uses strawberry jello and then she puts actual strawberries in with it. Trey goes, is it the green stuff? What?
So my mom made I have a recipe for something my mom made called seafoam salad.
Marshmallow,
and it was
pistachio pudding.
No, this was lime jello. Let's see, lime jello, crushed pineapple, cream cheese, and Cool Whip. If I remember correctly.
There are, okay, I will admit, Jello sounds pretty good. I can't have a lot of them, though. I can't have or shouldn't have any of them.
Yeah.
And since Knoxville in the 60s was an interesting time, and Fox said 65555555553. So I don't know what that's for, but I'm assuming that. Hi, Indigo.
Yeah, I was going to say hi, Indigo.
Thesis says an interesting little tidbit about Robin Williams. The censors on Mork and Mindy had to hire people who spoke multiple languages because he kept sneaking in naughty words in other languages. That would not surprise me.
That doesn't surprise me in the least.
No. Thesis says 8675309. Jenny. Dave says Mork and Mindy days. And Trey's like, seriously? And yep, Foxy says that. Indigo says hi. Oh, and Alan Lundy is Al, which is Kane's chain, so yeah.
Hey!
Are you done coding for tonight?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you want to keep an eye on Kik, and if anybody comments,
Yep, I can do that.
then just pop them over?
You haven't
Yeah,
copied anything over recently, have you?
Huh?
Oh,
The
you
last-
did. You got the Look Candy Mart. Okay.
Yep,
Cool.
I got Charlie's the last one. So, Fox said, I've heard that too, Thesis. And Sarah goes, exactly what makes Robin Williams so epic. He can break the stereotype role into something very much the opposite and pulled it off flawlessly. Typecasting is ornament rather than stereotyping. Yes. Thesis says, when I used to have satellite at my parents' house, I used to fall asleep to golf. Trey said, that would be a good one. It's all ASMR. Sarah goes, that'll do it, Blade. Mm-hmm. And Trey goes, I would always sleep to Ghost Adventures. Poor Joe got to hear the weirdest phrase come from my tired brain one day because of it. Thesis says, I still maintain that it would be hilarious to get Spanish soccer announcers to do just one golf tournament.
I would watch that. Your back's starting to hurt you, isn't it?
I remember, I did a lot of walking earlier, and then I did a lot of driving, and now I'm doing a lot of socializing. Not socializing, but I love hanging out with you guys. So, Tosh says, I'm so excited. Thanks, you guys, so much. We're so glad you joined the Independent Creator Director. Oh my God. I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but I feel it. Oh, Dan says that his 9th album puts him to sleep, but that's why I wrote it, to help people go to sleep or meditate. So it's doing its intended purpose. Sarah goes, let's build a metal stick and try to get this pitted ball into a tiny hole a mile away. That sounds like fun. Did you notice that the more expensive the sport is for the higher ups, the smaller the balls get? Anyways, Trey said, Thesis, I didn't know I needed that in my life, but I do. Dave said, I'll do that 18 more times. And Thesis says, right, Trey, that would be awesome. Trey goes, and nobody's speaking in normal tone, right, Trey? Mm-hmm. Sarah says, metal one in storms as well, and setting extra tree with it. That could explain current events, and I'll leave the political thing here. Thesis, Spanish announcers would be able to make golf sound exciting. Sarah, Thesis saying, Sarah, if you haven't heard it, you need to go watch Robin Williams skit. We talked about that one earlier, the one about the invention of golf.
Yes.
Foxy says, send the golf announcers to do hockey coverage for the day. Oh, God. And Sarah's derping, but managing to somewhat zone in halfway brain. But, yeah, I'm probably feeling. Dan says, for that matter, you could make attending your own executions sound like everyone is having a party too. And
Yeah.
Trey goes, I think the hockey fans would love that. Sarah goes, oh my man, Blade, I can only imagine. Foxy goes, I think it would be hilarious. There would be full invasions. Soccer announcers for gardening clubs and spelling bees. Spell a red card! And golf announcers for MMA fights. Foxy goes,
It wouldn't be spelled red card, it'd be spelled goal! Oh! I'm sorry, you can use that in a sentence, please.
He made the goal! Okay. Trey goes, now I'm just imagining NPR narrations of the most ridiculous sport. Right? Oh, that's going to be fun. South Park spelling bees was what Dave says, and Trey's giggling. We all got laughing on that one. He goes, if the only weapon you have is a skillet, for every problem begins to look dog shaped. I have to say this, and I'm going to still get in trouble if she happens to be watching. But I mean, totally Joe Dog be in the elevator today.
Joe Dog just suddenly felt a sense of pride, and he's not sure why.
I looked at him like, I am so out of here. And he's like, oh my God, yes, Dave. And Foxy goes, I am too. It's fun to think about. And there's a bunch of laughing. And then Dave says, yoo-hoo, chocolate drink. And Trey goes, Joe and Dawn both don't understand the Badger song. You know everything? Fox says, sadness, we must fix that, but at least Joe knows the Candy Mountain song. He knows Candy Mountain, Trey says. There's a big car phones used to make the working class look posh. And Trey said she's going to send them both the Badger song after this. Joe is only about 6 months older than her. And Sarah said, meat that doesn't have to be refrigerated? Screw that noise. Have at it. Yes, you can have all of my spam. Away from me. Foxy says, Zimmy. Dave says, apple pie and ice cream for Pie Day, then a nice beer for St. Patrick's Day. And if you wait a couple days before that, Dave, did you have some birthday cake for me? You should have.
And Indiana has 3 more days until they can celebrate Pie Day.
And Tosh saying, look, Charlie King. Okay, so I did get this sent to me. I will have to watch it after the show.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you heard the Narwhals song?
I believe that was referenced in the opening act for Brad Williams when we saw them, the guy that did that.
Okay.
So I think I can figure that one out. Sarah said, Indigo, sweet baby nephew. And weren't expecting quite that, were you?
Well, I didn't see Josh enter the chat.
So guess who that's? And Fox said, yes, you could, Joe. And Trey goes, it's a magical leopard done.
It's a magical leopard on Charlie.
Oh, Jesus. It says, I'm still looking for a program that will convert individual instrument tracks from my music into sheet music notation for orchestras and rock. Oh my God, that would be so cool.
That would be amazing.
Oh, that would be awesome. Dave said, nice commercial. And Nick said, mini golf is the only way. Trey said, this is the way. And Fox says, mini golf is the best when no one cares about the score. We left about shooting the ball and getting a hole in one. On the wrong hole. This is the way. Sarah was told to keep her dogs elevated. That's about right. Your dogs? Her feet. I was thinking legs. Indeed, it means feet, legs, you youngins. Mm-hmm. Fox says, because I'm not lifting in, I go unless I have to. Imagining giant dog slippers, though. Hey, I got my $5 ones from Meyer last weekend. Fox says, narwhal. Trey goes, I sometimes say my dogs are barking when my feet hurt. Yes. Satosh says, dog's going to watch Katie Mountain and be disappointed in us. No. I honestly don't think I would be disappointed. I'd be going, that explains a lot of shit.
Pretty much.
Trey says, so true. And so look up woman with kayak and bear on YouTube. Listen all the way through. Love it. Oh, Dan, there is no wrong hole. The only one is there is only the one you get invited to use. Yep. And Carl said, good night, everybody. It is almost 9 o'clock, so I'm thinking that we do have to wind this down. Like Joe noticed that I'm not.
And thank you all for supporting the stream today.
That's so not nice.
It's
not in here. There it is.
Yes, it is. But with that, folks, we are going to call it a night. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be back Wednesday night with IndieCD's Creatives at Play. Next Monday, there will be a show. We will have the collab with Sisters of the Hook going on next Monday night. And I'm going to copy and paste this over real quick from Kick.
Whoa. There, okay.
Yep.
I'm just kind of going through these guys because I don't want you to think I'm not, but
So we're going to play one final ad because it's for the it mentions the stream that kind of got me into this group that was originally done by Brian K. Morris and is now hosted by Nick Talkert. So we're going to play his ad, we're going to play the outro, and we will see you folks Wednesday night.
Wait a minute. Am I going to make it through this ad or am I going to hurt myself?
Just don't dance.
No.
Good night, folks.